week I had asked you about Narendra Modi and how the US has compromised on some of its values. And the BBC just released a documentary on Modi, on how he had butchered. And the report was just released, it was a government report. BBC just released it. It was made by a former secretary, in which he has even mentioned higher number of deaths, higher numbers of women raped. And it was just done right under the nose of Narendra Modi. I had never challenged the strategic interest of the US with India, but I regret the fact that since last 8 years that I've been covering the State Department, I have not seen once an official standing here at UC condemning Narendra Modi himself individually, not just as a prime minister, but individually his acts. And I'm sure the US officials were aware of it as well.
I'm not aware of this documentary that you point to, but what I will say broadly is that there are a number of elements that undergird the global strategic partnership that we have with our Indian partners. There are close political ties, there are economic ties, there are exceptionally deep people-to-people ties between the United States and India. But one of those additional elements are the values that we share. The values that are common to American democracy and to Indian democracy. India, of course, is the world's largest democracy. It's a vibrant democracy, and again, we look to everything that ties us together, and we look to reinforce all of those elements that tie us together.
So my godfather is an Indian as well, by the way. So I have all the respect for India. Don't get me wrong, anything. But I just regret the fact that how is it possible that the State Department officials who were posted there at that time did not know that this individual who's a former chief minister, it happened right under his nose. 2,000 people were burned alive.
Again, I'm not familiar with the documentary you're referring to. I am very familiar with the shared values that connect the United States and India as two thriving, vibrant democracies. When we have concerns about actions that are taken in India, we've voiced those. We've had an occasion to do that, but we want first and foremost to reinforce those values that are at the heart of our relationship.
One follow-up, but do you think that such foreign policy has affected President Biden's Indian voters here in the US, though?
We don't think about it through those terms. I don't think about domestic politics, and neither does anyone in this building.